What's going on? This is Jordan from Far Side of the Pod. I got Ridge with me.
Uh,
And today we're going to do a little impromptu episode since it's WrestleMania Sunday. Um, but let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. So, CinemaCon's been going over this last week, and I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit more on CinemaCon next week whenever we got a full episode to touch back on. But we did get some some footage of a trailer and some new words on the new Resident Evil movie done by Zach Krager. If you don't know, Zach Krager did Barbarian and Weapons. And Ridge, from what you heard about it, what do you think?
so from what I've heard about it, we're only going to be following one character this whole time
Yeah.
in this movie. It's not going to be like in the video games. It's not going to be like the other movies neither.
Yeah.
But I have heard that the script for it is really great. I'm trying to remember the feller's name from the John Campea show. Robert Meyer Burnett said that he got a chance to read the script, and it was absolutely amazing of a script. So, taking it for what's worth, it sounds like it's going to be great. And obviously, the director that's over it, I love his work
Oh, yeah.
that he's done, and he's had a lot of successful movies. So, I entrust this dude
And the thing,
with.
one thing that I've heard, like some people that I know, their worries about it is that it's not, because this is like an original story, right? Like this isn't.
Right.
This isn't taken. I mean, yes, it's going to be loyal and truthful to the story of the game franchise, not entirely, but predominantly, which is fine by me. But I guess we're not getting Leon or Chris or Claire or Jill, Wesker, or anybody like that that's popular with the game franchise. But I think that's fine. I mean, I think having a new original story set in the universe is a great idea. And I've also heard that this movie is like, 0 to 100 real quick and it stays there. Like they said that the movie is just like a constant go, 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 action-packed, gory movie, right? And I'm cool with that. I mean, that sounds like Resident Evil to me. I mean, and
I mean, as long as they can balance the 0 to 100 well, right?
right.
Because, I mean, there is sometimes where you do just go from 0 to 100 and you stay like that, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, as long as they can find the proper balance, in which I think that they will, just due to, like I said earlier, the guy that's directing this movie, he's done some great movies. Like he did Weapons
Yeah, and Barbarian.
And Barbarian, and those were both great movies.
Yeah.
So, I have full confidence in him and that he'll be able to do Resident Evil well. And it's nice to know, too, that we're getting a more so new story to this universe.
And what's crazy is the guy who I guess is the main character in the movie is played by a guy named Austin Abrams. He was the if you watch Weapons, he's the junkie that stabs the cop in the face with the needle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but apparently it follows Brian, him, a medical courier, and he's I guess slowly landscaping heading the Raccoon City for this, and I guess it started, I guess, from it. And the way they describe it, and the way I've heard people describe it, it's like Mad Max Fury Road. Like it's like the Mad Max Fury Road of Resident Evil. That's like the
That'll
action.
be it.
So that's
It'll be interesting.
I trust that Krager with this. Like you said, Barbarian was decent. I mean, the Barbarian was a little weird for me, but I still enjoyed it. And I loved Weapons. I thought Weapons was, a really, really, really fantastic movie. Amy Madigan won an Oscar for a reason.
Yep.
But no, I'm excited for this. I'm literally in the middle of playing the Resident Evil games myself, so it's like
How are you?
Yeah, like I just started the Resident Evil 2 remake, so I've always been a massive fan of Resident Evil, so I'm for real on this. All right,
You're in the middle of that, and I'm in the middle of going back to play Far Cry 5 right now.
It's good ones. That's good ones no matter what.
Another one that should be turned into a movie or TV series.
I think they should do series, and each season is based on the different games.
Yeah.
Because I want to see 3. I also would like to see 4, and I still think 5 would be cool too because they all got really great stories. So, but anyways, let's get on to this next subject. So, we got some news on Spider-Man Brand New Day. Bridge, can you hook us up with that?
Well, as always, it would not be our podcast if we had talked about Marvel. So, just a little bit of Spider-Man news that we have come to find out from the footage that was some of the footage that was shown at CinemaCon. It shows that apparently Ned is the one that has the board in the background. If you remember in the trailer, we see
is at the end of the trailer.
Where Peter Parker goes into Ned and MJ's apartment. I guess I don't know.
It's the part. It's the part of the trailer where he's like talking about getting the flowers, and he's like, "I'm just a friendly neighbor." And she was like, "Well, I'm just a neighbor." And she was like, "Wow, really friendly neighbor."
It's right during their party,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it comes find out though that the board is a board that Ned has made to try to find out who Spider-Man is, and he says that he's got it down to 2 people that he thinks it is. It's either Flash or it's one of his old teachers from high school.
Yeah, and I heard that they're gonna go with because see what I heard. I heard it was Ned and MJ, but it would make sense if it's just Ned. But I heard that they're gonna have Ned has somewhat memory of being saved by Spider-Man. He just doesn't know who they are.
So, well, I mean, it would make sense if he remembered getting saved by Spider-Man, because if you think back, even
they forget
before No
Peter
Way Home,
not Spider-Man,
right? But even before No Way Home, he got saved by Spider-Man on that Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
and Far From Home. I think he got saved by Spider-Man. I mean, technically, he got saved by Spider-Man during the first Spider-Man movie, and also whenever at the beginning of technically with Infinity War and Endgame. I mean, Spider-Man was a part of it, so.
Yeah, so it's just the fact that he remembers that he's been saved by Spider-Man. He just doesn't know who they are. So he's trying to figure out who is Spider-Man. Now, my quick question on this before we, eventually move on to the next topic, and I think this can nitpick a little bit. Do you think they're going to go with the storyline of Ned Leeds eventually becoming the Hobgoblin?
We gotta figure out a way to get him there.
Right, of course.
It's a head scratcher right now on how on earth would you get him there, because the way that we had talked about it in a past couple of podcasts ago, where Ned was the one that didn't really want anything to do with trying to figure out who Spider-Man is, has now completely been blown out the door. Yeah. So, I mean, if so, maybe it's that he gets taken in by, I don't know, the Kingpin or something. He gets taken in by someone to do work for him, and they end up injecting him with the serum or something. They trick him into working for them and becoming the Hobgoblin. Yeah. That's the only way I can see it working now.
And maybe if that happened, he could somehow remember everything from before, and he'd be like, "Why didn't you come back like you said you would?"
Yep.
And stuff like that.
That or maybe it is, though, even thinking of it just from that standpoint of view, maybe it's that eventually it comes out that or at the end of the movie, he does tell him, "Hey, I am Spider-Man. I'm the one that saved you and everything." And maybe it's just something that makes him snap, because why would you have stayed away for so long?
Right.
Why did you do everything and not tell me? You know, we're
Right.
supposed to be in there for each other. And maybe he does get mad, leaves, and then gets taken
Yeah.
or tricked into uh, becoming a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I see us getting to that point now.
True. No, I agree. I agree. All right. So we got anything else to say on Spider-Man? I got one thing. I just remembered it. Um, I saw a picture. It was like a set picture. Of course, if y'all don't know, it's kind of a thing. So, spoiler if you don't know, it's nothing to do with the show, but well, at least not right now. Um, I don't know if you've seen, but apparently they have pretty much confirmed that the Defenders is coming back in season 3 of Daredevil.
Yep.
Like we've been seeing pictures of Michael Coulter and the guy that plays Iron Fist and the girl that plays Jessica Jones and all that. Which Jessica Jones
Jessica Jones is
she's
supposed to show up at some point
in this season, so
in season 2 right here.
yeah,
She still hasn't yet,
I've seen her in the
but
trailer, so but the guy who plays Iron Fist and Luke Cage has been pretty much confirmed at this point through their own stuff just because they kind of leaked it. But with all that happening, I've seen a picture. I guess they could have been on set of Spider-Man, or it could have been on set of Daredevil. There's a scene where it looks like Matt is in. Well, I saw a picture of Charlie Cox wearing like a prison outfit, right? Like the orange jumpsuit.
yeah.
So in this movie, we see the part where Spider's in the prison fighting the Hand, where he shatters the sword. I think that could be him going to get Daredevil out of prison.
I don't know.
I kind of saw that and I kind of pieced that together. And why would the Hand be trying to fight Spider-Man in a prison? But there is a comic book, which this could be a thing too. There is a comic book. I can't remember if Kingpin killed. I don't know. I don't even remember if it's Kingpin, but there's a comic book where somebody kills somebody close to Peter, whether it's Aunt May or Mary Jane, anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But he shows up at the prison in the black suit and beats the ever living snot who it is. I think he kills him. And I believe it might have been Kingpin or somebody, or Kingpin's son, one of Kingpin's sons. I don't remember, but that could be something related to it too.
Well, I doubt we'll see any of Kingpin's kids in anything
Tarantula
soon.
No, not Tarantula. I don't think Tarantula is a Kingpin's son. I think it's Rose. Rose is one of them.
I don't think we'll see a child unless they just off screen said, "Hey, at some point, Kingpin and Vanessa had a kid." We won't see it.
Yeah, he's got the Schemer, the Rose, and Blood the Schemer, the Rose, and Blood Rose is the name of Kingpin's kids. My bad.
I'm not going to spoil season 2, but I will say, if they didn't have a kid beforehand,
They ain't having one.
we're not seeing a kid.
Yeah, I know.
At all. At all. I mean, at all.
At all.
All right, gotta get off that before it gets spoiled.
All right, on to the next topic here today. Also, this past week, we got the official trailer for Street Fighter coming out October 16th. Rich, I'm gonna let you say your thoughts on this trailer real quick.
I'm interested in it. It looks fun. It looks like it'd be, just a fun movie to go watch. Whether or not it's good, like story-wise or not, I don't know. But I don't think you go into this looking for the story to be good. I think you
unless you're like a really big fan of the franchise, like the games and the story behind the game.
Still, even then, man, you go into this movie looking for the fights and the corniness to the fights. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my look on it.
Just because we all know Street Fighter, and we
You can't have not say any corniness when you come to Street Fighter. Anyways, a lot of these characters have some characteristics that have to be corny. I mean, look at Guile's hair, like, and Balrog's hair, and stuff like that.
I mean, look at some of the characters that we have in it, just in general. You know, I mean, you can't go into this thing expecting it to be, you know, a super serious movie that needs to have a great story.
Right.
This thing just needs to have some decent fights in it, needs to have a few funny moments in it, and it needs to have corniness to it, I think, for it to be a good movie. But characters look great too.
Absolutely. I think,
especially Cody Rhodes. He looked great as his character.
I think Roman looks killer as Akuma. Like, I think that's cool. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people don't like that he's got the beard, but I don't freaking care. Then,
it works though.
But I will say, I think my favorite character design out of all these, and it's kind of, you know, just generic, but I still think Noah Centineo looks awesome as Ken. Like, I think he looks better than I thought he would. Like, originally, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, but now that we see him in the trailer and actually in action, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
I also like how they did Jason Momoa's character in this.
Oh yeah, they pretty much just made, if Jason Momoa got a hold of some gamma particles or the current.
I mean, really. But all in all, it looks fun and corny. I will tell you this. We talked about it off air just a second ago. I am freaking pissed that Street Fighter is the first one to have used the song What's Up by the Four Non Blondes before the He-Man movie does. Masters of the Universe even uses it. Yeah. And it works for the Street Fighter, but by golly, it would have also worked for Masters of the Universe. And you would have got a big kick out of people for it. I mean, it would have worked. It still can work. They just got to get their heads out of their rears and get to it, because it would do awesome. And that's one of those things that would help sell the trailer off itself and get people to view the trailer, because word of mouth is going to say, hey, you remember that old meme from back in the day, or that old YouTube video that was made with He-Man singing What's Up? All right, well, it's in this trailer now. Or it's in the movie, and you have it saved for the end, and have that be the very last thing to make people go out and tell other people, stay till the very end. You're going to want to see what happens at the very end.
Yeah.
That's my piece.
I mean, that's a rightful piece. And it is funny how it was like the last podcast we were talking about that. Then now, you know, Street Fighter comes out and it's got it in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what the heck?
Now, one question I do have, and I think this is not really a question, but a statement. It is interesting that we're getting a Street Fighter and a Mortal Kombat movie in the same year. And, like, only a couple months apart from each other.
Dude, it just being a video game person in this year and the years to come.
Right. I mean, think about
it's fascinating.
All the video game movies, like, even think about, like, last year with Until Dawn. Like, you know, we got the Until Dawn game. We're supposed to be getting a Dead by Daylight movie. You know, we got the Mortal Kombat. Now we got Street Fighter. Now, you know, we're getting Elden Ring and Legend of Zelda. We have the Mario
and then
movies.
June 30th, I think, of 28, we're getting Call of Duty.
Yeah, we're getting Call of Duty
as a movie.
And it's just like, man, it's awesome. I love it. I think it's cool because, I mean, think about a lot of these games. We'll sit here and think, and eventually one of us will say, or some of us will say, man, that would be a good movie. Like, I would watch a movie about that. And I think it's a really good 180, because remember when almost every single video game-based movie that used to come out was horrible?
Yep.
and now we're getting ones where they're actually good.
Yep.
So I love that, and I love the Switch. I think it's a good time for that.
I
But
also love the fact that they're not afraid to go back to some of these that have already had movies
oh yeah,
that were bad
like I
from the
mean,
get go,
like I
like
know
Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
the only bad Mortal Kombat movie, well, the show wasn't great, but the first movie was awesome, but that second movie was god awful. I mean, I still thought it was good as a kid. Like I'll still watch it out of nostalgia factor, but that is I still watch that movie sometimes and think, man, how did this get released in theaters? Like, it's just, and that's another thing with Mortal Kombat is like, it was like the two movies and like one spin-off movie and like a show, right? But now we got a franchise again because the first movie did really good. The second movie is apparently so good that they've already got the third one written, like fully. The script's already done for it. And they're already in pre-production for it. It's just like, so we got an endless list of games that they could and eventually come out with something, and multiple sequels to these movies. So
Yep. Now, only if there was one movie that they could actually live action and make look good
what's that?
that they did before and it bombed. And it's from one of your favorite cartoon franchises.
One of mine?
Yeah.
Just say it. I'm gonna strip out.
Technically counted as anime.
Teen Titans? Ah, yeah.
No. No. No, they haven't done a live action movie of Teen Titans yet.
They did a series.
They did the series, yes, but I'm talking about movie wise. A movie that has bombed that was live action.
Dragon Ball?
Yep.
That is an anime, Ridge.
Well,
It's like
you get around the right internet crowd and they will just say otherwise, alright?
well, in Japan, it's like the number one anime in history.
Well, okay.
But
I'm not arguing
no,
over
you're
that.
right.
I'm
But
just
no,
saying.
But no, you're right. You're right. If they could get down and make a live action Dragon Ball movie, the world would cease to fight itself. I mean, and I will. And what proves me right on that is when Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, died, the Mexican cartel was literally called a Sea Spire in his name. Like, that's not even a joke. Look it up.
Oh, Lord.
Well, let's get on to this next topic before we start rambling. All right. So, Ridge, you told me that they are possibly looking at doing a Angry Birds 3. Can you give us the details on that?
I can give you what I know right off the top of my head, and yeah, they are doing an Angry Birds 3. Listen, I'm not 100% interested in them doing this.
No.
Just throw it out there. From what I hear, I think it's supposed to be that Red has kids now.
Oh, so they got
And-
the trio bird and all that?
No, it's not the little trio birds that we've seen flying off at the very end of the movie. It's not those three little blue ones.
No.
It is his own kids. Like, he has a teenager, like he has an older kid, a middle kid, and a younger kid. And apparently it's going to dive into the parenthood and how he's doing with his kids and also trying to handle an adventure off on the side. And, it's another movie because they think that they can get more money out of it. And, yeah.
They're just trying to reprise the Angry Bird franchise.
Yeah, they're trying to keep legs underneath it because, let's face it, how many of us around here are still playing Angry Birds on our phone?
Right.
Not very many. You got your few probably, but not very many. And yeah, this movie ain't gonna do anything for me
Yeah, not really.
personally. The only reason why I even wanted to bring this up is because to me it was one of those questions of why. why even make this movie?
For sure.
No one asked for this. Out of everything that they could be doing right now, who's Angry Birds under animation wise?
I think it's Illumination.
Is it?
I believe so. Hold on, I'll look it up. Illumination. Do Angry Bird. Oh no, never mind. It's Rovio Entertainment. Sony Pictures.
So it's under Sony Pictures. Sony could find better things to do.
Oh, Sega is doing the third one.
Sega can find better things to do even. Sega has a library of very good video games that they could take to the movie theater.
Why are we making an Angry Birds 3 when we can make a Mega Man? Like, that's...
You're asking me.
Like,
I mean, really, there are better things like Mega Man that you could get into.
right.
And not Angry Birds. We've already had 2 Angry Birds movies. The first one was decent. The second one, I didn't even watch all the way. And the third one, I ain't going to watch at all.
I wish they would have just did a Shadow the Hedgehog movie instead of Angry Birds 3. Like,
I mean, we're still getting Sonic. I mean, they're doing the 4th Sonic movie.
right, but like we still could have got Shadow, like Shadow's own movie or something like that.
I think the only reason why they're not diving into that is because the last time they did a side character for Sonic, it just didn't perform well.
Well, does Knuckles use guns? I'm just playing. I'm just messing around. But either way, I'm not really there for this movie. I've only watched the first one and I don't even remember it. So,
Like David said, we would love to see a Mega Man movie.
yeah, for sure.
The question is for Mega Man movie, would it be live action or animated?
I think it should be animated, like like how Mario did, something like that.
Right. Well, I mean, just because that's one of those questions like with between Mario and Zelda. You know, Zelda
Right.
very well could be argued that should have been animated as well.
And that's another weird thing because isn't the Legend of Zelda movie being done by Sony? And that's what's weird is like they could technically still bring in a animated version of Link.
You're asking me all these questions, but you know,
David said
I don't know.
David said that he believes a live action Mega Man could be pulled off too. Yeah, it could. It could.
Yeah,
I just honestly I feel like it would be liked a lot more if it was animated.
probably cheaper to do animated
Possibly.
Mega Man over Mega Man. I said Mega Man. I was mixing Mega Mind with Mega Man. It sounded like.
Yeah.
But if you animate it right, I think it would end up being cheaper to do it animated over live action.
Right. I agree with that.
I think we could dive into this later and find out who we would like to see cast as Mega Man, though.
Oh, for sure. And the thing is Mega Man's got so many great villains and so many great heroes and stuff like that they could bring in. They could have their own cinematic universe.
I think that we already have one of our main topics for our next episode.
Yeah, we sure do.
Dreamcast and Mega Man. In live action or animated form.
We could do both.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a voice actor and maybe a live action. But all right, let's get on to this last topic real quick. All right, so the last topic of the pod. It seems we are getting a new Chucky movie. I feel like we talked about that a couple episodes ago, right?
Yep, we did.
So,
Because Jennifer Tilly said that it was, I think, in pre-production
right.
or in production, one of the two.
So what you got on it, man?
So yeah, it got brought up here recently at what convention was that? Up in Pittsburgh, I think, where they do the StillCon or whatever it is.
Still CityCon.
Yep, yep. The creator of Chucky was there,
Yeah, Dan
and
McKenzie.
someone asked him about this new Chucky movie and giving any insight on it, and he said that this will be another reset to Chucky. This next movie will be a reset, and try to be as scary or have the same scare factors as the first two Child's Play movies, and also the same type of scares as Curse of Chucky.
Right.
So, with that being known, it sounds like we're taking the comedy away from it. I don't mind taking the comedy away from it. While yeah, that's real fun to do,
Well,
it can also take away
some.
from it. Yeah, I mean, we can always hope. I think they're also talking about this one will take some pieces from the TV series and put it in the movie. Hopefully, if they take anything from it, they take some of it that was in the first season, because once you got to season 2, it was getting mid, and season 3 ended with the worst way to end a show ever. If you don't know, spoilers, the kids of the show get turned into dolls.
Yeah.
And like it looks god awful how they done it. So hopefully they don't take from that episode, and I mean, it sounds like we'll probably follow another new lead character, like how we did with going from Andy to what's her name, Vanessa, right?
I think so.
So it sounds like we're going to get another new character. And yeah, it's supposed to be scary. Now, I will also make mention that we have heard that it's supposed to be that the next Chucky movie was going to be scary too. Like whenever they did Cult of Chucky, it was supposed to be a scary movie, and it just wasn't. And then also, like the brand new Child's Play movie that came out.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a scary take, but it fell flat, kind of. It jumped. It had a little bit of wings to it, but it just didn't fly like it should.
Not as scary as Chucky could be, because I mean, especially if we're going like keeping the traditional story of a serial killer who does voodoo, using voodoo to transfer his body into a doll, and that doll becomes a murderous, ravaging doll. Like it could be a lot scarier, and like hopefully if it is true, it does stick to the roots of the original two, and like keep it a more like a slasher, not like a comedy slasher, but like a true slasher.
I would be fine with skipping over the general story that we always get at the very beginning, or that we got at the beginning, and that always gets referenced back to in every other Chucky movie of, hey, he transferred his body into this doll. No crap, we knew that since day one. And for those that never knew it since day one, go back and watch the first Child's Play movie. And since it's going to be a reset, I wouldn't mind us taking it back to like right there after Child's Play 2.
Yeah.
And going into Child's Play 3 and just telling you a story from there. That dives into another new character. And maybe we can go back to calling it Child's Play instead of Chucky.
Yeah, I would like that myself.
And also, I hope that it's a good enough movie to take back over the top doll movie. I know that's an odd way to say it, but I mean,
We need something after that last Mega movie.
we haven't had Chucky in a theater. I think
Since
for
2019 or 18, whenever it was.
no, I mean that original.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Since
I'm
Seed
gonna
of
say that
Chucky.
was closer to 20 years ago, just about.
Yeah, since Seed of Chucky. So it'd be over 20 years, I think.
So somewhere in that ballpark was the last time that we got to see Chucky on the big screen, the original Chucky, and not the newer Child's Play that they created. So hopefully it'll do well and be a lot better than Megan was. I mean,
Megan 1 was awesome, but the second one was just like, I don't
the
know.
first one was good, yeah. But at the same time, it's also had the bigger box office numbers compared to Chucky.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, man, now I kind of want to see my boy do good, though, because we've
Absolutely.
been waiting on this for I don't know how long. We've been waiting on this version of Chucky for I don't know how long to get back on the big screen, and he ain't been. It's about gosh darn time that we got there.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad that they are looking at a quote unquote reset. I just hope that they can hit the reset button correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are going to make it scary, let's give some good jump scares in it.
Yeah.
I think that Chucky's one of those characters that can give good jump scares because of his height, because of his ability to
Spring.
maneuver quick and jump up super high, and
I want to see. I want to see a good shot of like where somebody's like looking down something and Chucky just jumps up. Ah!
I just
That's the one thing that I took away from the Mark Hamill Child's Play was like you never heard him use the Chucky version of the voice. Like you always in that movie, all you heard was the good guy doll's voice or the buddy
until
doll,
the
whatever they
very
call it.
end.
Until that very end, you hear him scream. That's it.
Yep.
And I was like, I wanted to hear Mark Hamill have that smart ass attitude and like the Chucky famous way he talks, right? Like, because I felt like that would have been cool, but I hope that they stick to that. That's why I kind of hope they keep some comedy in it and like excuse my French, but that one line, I think it was Curse of Chucky, the one where he goes. No, Curse of Chucky is where he's in the house with the girl in the wheelchair, right? I think Cold of Chucky is the one where I'm talking about. He's walking down the hallway and the woman says something to him and he's like, "You're a special kind of fucking crazy, aren't you?"
Oh, I can see you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. They sit there and get into an argument over being able to see him.
And he's like,
And then she goes into this dialogue about how her doctor says something or something about her and everything. And then he's like, "Oh, you are a special kind, aren't you?"
I love the part where he's like, "You know what? You're next." Like he's just, "You know what? You're next." All right. Like,
See, I don't mind having those type of one-off one-liners, but I mean, I also don't want what was it, the Seed of Chucky, where we have a scene of somebody getting photos of Chucky
oh yeah,
sitting
yeah,
there
yeah.
yanking it in the bathroom.
Yeah, so they can impregnate Jennifer Tilly.
Yep.
I mean, but my thing is, yeah, I agree. I don't want that level of humor, but those are the Chucky movies that I love, and that's just me. I love Bride and Seed of Chucky. I just love those, but I don't like the level of comedy.
Yeah.
Like I like
it felt like they was leaning more so into comedy than
horror.
the seriousness.
I just love that look of Chucky. That look of Chucky is my favorite.
Yeah. Here's one last question I'll ask you about this one.
Okay.
Since this is a quote unquote reset to Chucky, but we have the same person, overseeing this character,
Right.
would you prefer it to be a new voice actor or not? for Chucky.
Honestly, I could see them doing a new voice actor. And here's the thing: is if we're resetting, right? Like,
Right.
if we're completely resetting, then yes. But if it's only resetting to a certain point in the timeline, kind of like Halloween did, then I'd say keep Deerdorf. But if it's, like I said, if it's a complete remake.
So I think even if we reset it just like how Halloween did or something, and always set it back by an X amount,
You still think we should get a new voice actor?
I feel like we should, just because of, the timing of it.
And
like
longevity.
you would have to have you would have to have this voice actor sound like a younger version of this guy.
Honestly, if they could,
Because he don't sound the same as what he used to, and while they can use technology to make him sound younger, it's just not going to be the same.
Like if somehow his daughter could do the voice, I wouldn't be against
No.
that.
No, because you're giving me flashbacks to what was it, Cult of Chucky?
Yeah, where he walks out and gets in the car with Jennifer.
No, I'm good without that crap. Just give me a new voice actor for Chucky if we're going to go down that route. Unless this isn't going to be that long of a reset for the franchise, then sure, go with the same old guy. But if it's going to be something where we're wanting to try to aim for 10 new films, then yes, I do think that we need a new voice actor.
Yeah, I do think so too. All right, so we got anything else to say on that topic?
Nope, I think that will do it for us tonight.
All right, guys.
Or this evening, whatever you want to say.
We apologize for the short episode, but we at least wanted to put something out so you didn't have to go a week without anything. But, we got, at least some of us got wrestling to watch. And
listen, in all fairness too, guys, it was either we did this or I tried to go on my Facebook and go live, figure out how to go live again because I haven't done it forever and a day off of my laptop, for that matter of fact, and also be able to message Slater in the middle of him trying to watch wrestling to share the live of me by myself over to our Facebook page, because we don't have 100 followers over there yet, so we can't just do it there. And it possibly being an awkward mess.
Yeah.
And I would rather just have a short video here that is slightly more so put together than just me sitting rambling on by myself. To maybe some people joining in, some people maybe not joining in. And awkward silence for about 5 minutes or so while I try to sit through and wait on comments to come in or something stupid. So yeah, I think that this worked out a lot better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, just be ready next week. We'll be back with a full episode, and it looks like we already got some Mega Man to talk about. I'm sure we'll be talking about the Doomsday trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, and hopefully, I doubt it, but it'd be nice if by then it comes out for us.
It'd be nice. I'd rather go in talking about that trailer actually knowing more.
Yeah.
Than just going off of it. Now, from what I've heard, narrative standpoint, also we might, I'm going to say about a 45% right now, Slater, just because I've been checking the weather app and it looks like there's a 75% chance of rain for Saturday right now.
Yeah.
We might have a video go up of us going to ShutterCon. We might not, because ShutterCon, the way it looks like it's going to be outdoors.
Yeah.
And anything outdoorsy, if it's raining, it has to be something pretty fantastic for us to be out there in the rain. And ShutterCon just is not that for us. Now, I will also say real quick, this will be the last thing I say, and I'll shut up because Slater has to go for a drive to get over to watch some wrestling.
Yeah.
As you guys know, and we're going to keep on reminding y'all until the day of, we are doing a vendor spot over at the Scream Chamber.
Absolutely.
Coming up in what was it?
September 19th.
Yep, September 19th. We'll be there. We'll have a table set up. We'll have our business cards to hand out. We'll have a table for you to sign. And also, guys, you will want to be a part of their raffle.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because we already got them, I think at least, we got them their first thing to raffle off. And that is 2 free tickets. Well, not free, but 2 tickets to go through the Scream Chamber for the price of a raffle ticket, which I think is a lot cheaper than going up and buying them up at the
buying a ticket
concession and buying just your normal general admission ticket. It's a lot cheaper to buy the raffling ticket. So come out, put in for a raffle, try to win yourself 2 free tickets or 2 tickets. I keep on saying it's 2 free tickets, but it's not. 2 tickets. It will be for that night as well. I don't think that it will be for any other night except for that one night. So you'll want to make sure that you stick around so that way you can go through or come back later on that night and go through the house.
And they'll have a whole lot.
That's
more
getting expanded.
And they're going to have a whole lot, they're going to have a whole lot more vendors than just us. I'm sure they're going to.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to have their snow cones out there and all that good.
They'll have snow cones, funnel cakes. They'll have their normal concession food. They also, I think, will probably have 2 food trucks if it's anything like last year. So there'll be a lot of neat stuff to come check out. So come out, support your locals. Come out, support us, and come out and support the haunt.
And support one of the biggest haunts in the country in the last couple of years. So for sure.
One of the scariest haunts the scariest haunt, not one of the scariest, the scariest haunt in the nation.
All right, guys.
And with that, that's all I got.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get off here. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.